All right, I'm gonna send you audio. We'll start with the forecast.
All
They
right.
have plenty of ammo and great accessories. Call the Virginia Beach Boulevard store at 757-490-4760 or the Lynn Haven store at 757-427-2627 or check them out online at superiorpawn.com.
WNIS News Time, 6:10. I'm Damian Hall with tonight's National Weather Service forecast. Showers and thunderstorms throughout the Hampton Roads area tonight. Low temperatures down to 74 degrees. Tomorrow, more wet weather is likely throughout the day. Patchy fog to start the day in the morning hours. High temperatures tomorrow topping out at 86 with winds out of the east around 10. And then for Wednesday night, more wet weather is possible, mainly late in the overnight, and lows down to 75. And Thursday, we have a coastal flood watch that's going to be in effect for Thursday afternoon into Friday afternoon. When Thursday, we feel the effects of the offshore hurricane, bringing winds somewhere around 40 miles per hour out of the northerly direction. Showers and thunderstorms likely. Again, winds close to 40 miles an hour so far expected for Thursday. Thursday night, cloudy and windy. Rain showers possible to continue. Keep it here to WNIS for the latest on the weather situation ahead of us. Right now, it's 79 on the south side, 80 on the peninsula, and 81 on the Outer Banks of North Carolina. Well, it's now time for a live Ask the Expert show, shall we?
When you're smiling, the whole world.
My friends, so glad to have you here on this Ask the Expert show. It's News Talk 790 WNIS, and we're here this hour with Dr. Adam Hogan from Full Implant Choice in Virginia Beach. We're talking about dental implants, same-day smiles, custom created right here in Hampton Roads for you by the experienced staff at Full Implant Choice. Amazing opportunity we all have right here in our own backyards when it comes to dental implants and stepping out of those dentures, and getting away from the missing teeth. If you have missing teeth, you're not alone, and Dr. Hogan can help you with that. One or all of them, my friends. Feel free to join us this hour if you have a question, 627-7979. We'd love to hear from you. But Dr. Hogan, glad to have you here this hour. How are you?
I'm doing well, Damian. I'm doing very well. Thanks for having me back this week on a Tuesday. How are you?
Doing well, doing well. Always a pleasure. Always a good time to talk to you. But we got some wet weather though. It's the visibility is down pretty low now. It's wet, it's nasty, and we got some wet weather coming this way with this hurricane offshore. It's kind of one of those yearly things we have here in the Tidewater area. It's just kind of fun, kind of interesting. What do you think? How do you feel about hurricanes?
Hey, I mean, they're going to come, right? There's nothing you can do about it. Isn't that, just piece of life? What was the latest on the hurricane? Because I've been here wrapped up at work all day at Full Implant Choice. Haven't really gotten outside much more than a minute. But what is the latest on the forecast?
I'm just pulling it up here at the National Hurricane Center and looking at some of the spaghetti maps and pie charts and whatnot. Well, not pie charts, but what do they call it? The spaghetti map where they throw all the pieces of noodle at the thing.
Yeah.
It still looks to me like it's supposed to be offshore for the most part and expected to be. So parts of the Outer Banks, I know we're already looking at evacuations going on. So, they always take extra precautions down there. But I know they're talking about big waves offshore, talking about 100-foot waves out into the Atlantic. And of course, our beaches will be just pounded with heavy surf, heavy erosion likely, and rip currents as well. So fun times. Not a good time to get swimming for most people, but
So
part of the Hampton Roads experience.
what that means for us in Hampton Roads is that none of my patients who are surfers will be making their appointments tomorrow. And if you have employees and they're surfers, there's a good chance that they are going to have a stomach flu or a food poisoning tomorrow. So just count on that.
Yeah, I'm going to have to look that up on my second favorite website. Don't guess the first one, but surfcamsvb.com or Surfline, where you can actually check out live surf cams all up and down the coast as well as the Outer Banks. That's kind of fun.
Well, don't say that right now because we want people to be
Yeah, no.
not going to Surf Cam. We want them going to our stream right now because we're not just live on WNIS, but we are live on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram at Full Implant Choice. So any of you viewers out there who want to see what I look like or see me, see the show, they can check out Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. But at 7 p.m., you can check out that surf cam. You have my permission.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there's nothing to see. I just checked it out myself. It's flat calm. There's nothing to see at the ocean front. Check that out, Thursday. But yeah, checking out the social medias. And, in the segue from our kind of yearly hurricanes, it's something that we expect here in Hampton Roads from time to time. And if you need dental implants, it, again, is not necessarily going to be a surprise. You have signs, whether you're missing teeth already or you've been dealing with the dentures for decades. It's something that but unfortunately people wait quite a long time before they finally get into full implant choice to address their missing teeth. Do you still find that as a commonality between patients there at full implant choice, or have we finally turned the tide and we're getting people in earlier and suffering less for shorter amounts of time?
I see what you did there. You segued from hurricanes to surf to turning the tide, Damian. That was very clever.
I had no idea where I was going, but it got there.
One thing, we always know that it's going to get there eventually.
Yeah, one way or another. And, the same thing with the hurricanes. We're going to have those, and a lot of people are going to lose teeth. I used to think that was the case. There was a funny thing that happened once where it was like, it was a comedian or something. Drink all the soda you want, drink all the candy, eat all that stuff, because you're going to lose those teeth anyway, so just enjoy it. And I kind of thought that was true. I was like, my grandparents have dentures. By the time I'm 60, if I live long enough, I'll probably have dentures too. And it was until meeting you were like, no, that's not the game plan.
No.
You should never actually have to suffer with dentures.
No, you really don't ever have to suffer with dentures, actually. But if you're missing one or two teeth, we can take care of that too. But man, I hate the denture. I really don't like the denture at all. I mean, the denture is, it's not the way humans should live, with a piece of plastic in their mouth. I don't think that that they should be made to get up and go around their day that way. You're kind of like handicapped in many respects. It's like having crutches or prosthetic limbs. It's very much similar to that. But this prosthetic, that denture, it's got to look and feel great, just like the teeth we make. But so oftentimes dentures don't hit the mark. They don't satisfy patients. And I'll promise you, Damian, I always say I can make a mean denture. I can make a good denture. But still, a denture is just a denture. It's still a piece of plastic. In fact, I got a couple in front of me. For those of you guys that are following on YouTube, Instagram, or Facebook, I've got dentures here, and this is a piece of hard plastic. You can hear it on the countertop, piece of hard plastic that goes in your mouth. And
looks like a boxer's mouthpiece.
Yeah, it does kind of feel like a mouthpiece. Yeah, you've boxed or played sports, you know what that feels like. It's just hard to talk with, it's hard to chew with. This is very much the same way. Some are made better or worse, and some people can adapt better or worse, but I never really met anybody who said, I love my denture. Oh, my life is better. Thank God I have dentures. I've never met that person. But I've met probably thousands, 2,000 or 3,000 people that have said that they don't like their denture and they want us to help get rid of it. And that's what we do here. In fact, this case in front of me, we got rid of top and bottom dentures where other offices said the patient could not have dental implants. And we were able to put dental implants top and bottom and get rid of these dentures that you see here in my hand. So treatments are available. They're available. I mean, it's 2025. It's, we're still in the dark ages, but, it's somewhat modern times for dental implants. We're able to treat people with limited to no bone and get you out of your dentures. So it's kind of message number one tonight. If you're wearing a denture, anybody wearing a denture, we can help get rid of that denture. You can take this denture out and you can be rid of it forever. You can hang it on your Christmas tree. You can run over it with your truck. You can throw it in the ocean out there in the hurricane and let the hurricane just carry it away forever, because you'll never ever need it. Never again.
Love it. Again, ditch the dentures, my friends. Ditch the dentures for the December holiday coming up in just about 4 months. We're 4 months away from Christmas. I mean, to segue from hurricanes to dentures, 4 months away to ditch the dentures. Is there enough time on the clock to get in if you are suffering with dentures and get a brand new, beautiful smile before the holidays come?
Yeah, absolutely. A doctor in town just texted me, said you look great on YouTube. Yeah, there's plenty of time. There's plenty of time. I mean, don't delay. If you want something done before a particular day, don't wait until the last minute. But we can probably get it done. It's just easier to do with a little bit more time. I have plenty of time to get you new teeth before the holidays. Plenty of time. In fact, 2 stories come to mind just this last couple of weeks, Damien. One, we had a mother of a bride just get her final teeth after meeting us 2 months ago. Just got her beautiful new smile. And the wedding is the weekend after next. And I'm going to be at the wedding. And so it's a very special smile we just delivered. Being able to put a brand new smile on the mother of the bride. She looks amazing. Going to have wedding pictures for her daughter that look beautiful forever and ever and ever. And so we're really proud of that. And we're helping a groomsman get new teeth before October. And we just met him. So I'd say December, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah, New Year's, all that jazz. There's still plenty of time.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. But you gotta get on the calendar now. Get on the schedule for a consultation with Full Implant Choice. Even if you've been told no from other places, we'll discuss that and what that might mean. But everybody is a unique case, and everybody should get a consultation. And just for listening to this WNIS show, you'll get a free consultation. You'll get to meet Dr. Hogan, meet the staff, get some scans done, talk about your options, talk about the new you, and set a timeline to make that happen. Full Implant Choice in Virginia Beach. Call now, 757-629-4259. That's 629-4259. Or feel free to join us this hour at 627-7979. We'd love to hear from you. But when it comes to dental implants, what age range would you say that somebody caps out, where they're a little too old to get dental implants?
Well, I'll tell you, there isn't really an age. Good question, Damien. What age range? I mean, it's really a matter of health. Being able to sit through an outpatient simple surgical procedure. And if we can get you medically qualified to sit through a simple outpatient surgical procedure, I mean, you're a candidate. You're a candidate to get new teeth, brand new smile, have a new lifestyle. So, oldest patient that we've worked on, I'd say we've had several in their 90s. I think about 97 years old. The most typical age range is about 60 to 80. But I'm starting to see a lot of younger patients too. People even in their later 20s. They've had a hard life, I'll say. We can talk about that. But we see a wide range of patients. So I think the message is if you think you need a new smile, just give us a call. You might be a candidate.
Yeah, it's that easy. Now, why is there a number of people that have called this show, that are in the many years that we've done the show, and a common thread for a while was people calling up and saying that they've got a consultation somewhere else and that the doctor said that they weren't a candidate for dental implants. Whether it was, and a common theme was, the doctor said I don't have enough bone for dental implants. Is that still true nowadays? What's the case on that?
Yeah, I mean, I got the question again today. I get the question every day. I got brand new patients, brand new people, brand new friends in our consultation room, and they say, we've seen you on television or we've heard you on WNIS, and you say I can get dental implants, but I've been told time and time again that I can't get dental implants. My dentist told me that, sent me to a specialist who told me that. I waited 3 or 4 years. I was miserable. I went to see if anything new could be done. I was told again, you don't have enough bone. Here I am 10, 12 years later. How can I possibly have enough bone for dental implants? Does the bone just grow magically over time? They all say this. The simple answer is no, it doesn't grow. It's always been there. The difference is that, the doctors are acting on your best behalf within their knowledge base and what they know how to do, and within their experience and their training. And I've taken it upon myself literally to go to the other side of the country, the other side of the world, to learn new techniques to help people with no bone get dental implants. So, you know, I've got here a mandible on the screen. This is a print mandible of somebody that has no bone for dental implants. And I was able to create a subperiosteal implant for this, a custom-made implant for this jaw. So this doesn't mean anything probably to the public, but this is flat. This is a flat jaw. Dennis,
Now, is that how big their jaw is?
Yeah, this is the size of the lower jaw, right here.
For the people that can't see it, I'm not going to make any glass jaw jokes, but it is like clear, like acrylic, like Cinderella's slipper. So it literally does look like a glass jaw. But that's teeny. Yeah, Dr. Hogan's pinching his fingers together. I mean, you're talking what, the width of a pencil?
Yeah, slightly more than that, width of a pencil. You know, just under a half an inch. I mean, for sure, very small. And the same patient. A print model of the upper jaws well, there's actually a denture in the picture, denture that was scanned in there as well, but very thin cheekbones. I don't know if you can appreciate that, but very thin cheekbones. And we were able to put dental implants in this patient as well. And actually that goes with that lower jaw from the same case pan. So it's just that I have the experience placing implants where others traditionally don't. And that's the main difference. So it's possible for just about everybody to have dental implants.
I love it. I love it. We'll talk more about that after our upcoming break. I know we've got a couple of minutes. So you're showing me a model of the patient's upper and lower jaw. How do you get that, and how defined, how perfect is it to their actual anatomical features?
These models are actually exactly one-to-one. Exactly one-to-one. And we do all this with our in-house laboratory here at Full Implant Choice. We've got a laboratory that can do everything in support of myself to make teeth, to make jaws, to plan surgeries, guided surgeries. I like to do guided surgery, but I also like to have the jaw models in the event that, I just want to have better knowledge of the patient. I mean, there have been times I've been working under a computer and not trusted what the computer was telling me. And for good reason. I found that, whatever got input into the computer wasn't accurate, and I had to use my knowledge and my experience to do the job correctly. So while we use modern technology, I've got over 20 years experience doing this, and I'm able to pivot. But yeah, this jaw is exactly one-to-one for that patient. These models are exactly one-to-one. And so I'll use them before surgery. I'll go in my laboratory before surgery, and I'll actually do the surgery on the printed jaws that were printed in our laboratory at Full Implant Choice. And I'll do it also on the computer. I'll study that individual case, and then we'll have guided surgery as well, and then we'll go and do it. And so I've looked at that case 3 or 4 times before we've gone and tried to do it, and I've done it with my hands already. And so it's quite remarkable. It really helps eliminate the mistake. It's like you're going to the Super Bowl, and you got one chance to go to the Super Bowl, but you get a chance to play the entire game before it's actually live. Like the real game. You get to play the whole game once without an audience. And then you go through and you get to play the Super Bowl with having practiced it completely at one time. So that's what these jaw models allow us to do.
Yeah, it's almost a cheat code in a way, but I know that that's paired with, as you said, 20 plus years of experience and the know-how to know, when things go, a little bit different. It's not a big deal. And how many of these have you done? And how many do you do a year? In 20 plus years, how many smiles do you think you've created and helped people out and helped change their lives with?
I mean, we've been doing lately like 250 to 300 a year. So,
wow.
That's quite a lot for one office and one doctor under one roof. And, I know it to be a lot because I know it's a lot of work. But yeah, it's probably about the most that one doctor, one office with one team can do under one roof. I mean, anybody who's doing more probably has 2 or 3 or 4 doctors or more in that group practice. Or maybe they just do surgery and they don't make teeth as well. One of the benefits you have here at Full Implant Choice is that I'm a doctor who knows what it's like to actually make and finish the teeth, as well as do the surgery. So the decisions that I make in the surgical phase, I have to live with for the rest of that patient's life and for the rest of my time with that patient. I've got to finish it. I've got to make the teeth on it. And our office is going to maintain it, going to see our hygiene program, which means I've got to look at it for the next 20 years. So that's one thing that's quite unique about full implant choice. Been here for over 20 years, and we plan on looking at you for another 20 years.
I love that. And for everybody listening, they can get a free consultation. All you need to do is pick up the phone and call 757-629-4259. That's 629-4259. Or you can go to the website at fullimplantchoice.com. Full Implant Choice in Virginia Beach. And we'll return right after the quick news break with more on this live Ask the Expert show. I'm Damian Hall, and here this hour with Dr. Adam Hogan with Full Implant Choice, talking about same-day smiles and dental implants right here in Virginia Beach. We'll be back right after the quick news break.
News. I'm John Saucier. President Trump has met with Ukrainian President Zelensky and other European leaders.
Cool. Here for a couple of minutes.
All right, I'm on live stream still.
Okay.
Are you taking a break? You going anywhere?
I'm hanging out, but no, you're good, man.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm using this new streaming software to get across multiple platforms. So I'm just curious how it's turning out. I'll have to record it later. Lights went out. I got to tape over the sensor in my office because sometimes we bring Brecken, the baby comes in here in the afternoon. So we got it taped off so it pops off automatically.
Nice. Very cool. Very cool. How's little Brecken?
He's awesome. Man, he's really good. He's doing good. He's 4 months. He's he's got his first teeth coming in a little ahead of schedule. So I like to joke and say that he's gifted. He's advanced.
That's right. Yep. You need to get those teeth in quick.
Yeah.
The other option was. I joke with the kid.
He's always got his head up. He's alert. He's strong. He's happy. Awesome. He wakes up, doesn't cry. I can't complain. He wakes up in that crib and he just talks to himself before, for 30 minutes before he gets upset. So I can't complain.
Morning pep talk.
Yeah.
So it's pretty good. I normally talk to myself before I get out of bed too, but it's it's maybe that'll continue in his life. Hopefully not.
Yeah, it sounds more like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
I used to feel that way back when I was getting up at like 3:30, 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning to go to work by 5:30.
Yeah.
And I never got used to that. Never got fun.
Yeah. You had the early morning show?
Yeah. I used to do that back in the day. That was just a couple years of just never get used to that.
Oh, yeah. I've been getting up, the Marine Corps get up at like 4 a.m. every day was the usual. And I'm telling you what, I'm sorry to say, it's sad to say, that was like 30 years ago, but I'm still can't get out of the habit of waking up at 5 a.m.
No.
Yeah, can't. Sleeping in is like 6:15 if I could ever do that.
Well, it's a great start to the day. You get a lot done. I dig it.
Yeah, well, it's actually a good time of peace because no one's gonna bug you, no one's gonna call you, so you got your own thoughts, and it's a good time just to kind of sit and relax and get ready for the day. So it's kind of my favorite part of the day, to be honest with you.
I can see that.
Yeah. What do you got coming up? Any trips?
No, not really. Looking at setting up our winter snowboarding trip. Kind of playing with the options on where we're going to go for that.
Yeah. You've been out. I've known you a while. You've been out to Colorado and Park City, I think.
Yeah, we're going to go back out to Colorado this year. Just trying to figure out whether it's going to be Steamboat or somewhere different, like Keystone was one I'm kind of looking at. But one of those. Got to get away for a little bit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Can't beat it. One day I'll move out there permanently, but we'll see.
I think you've been talking about that ever since I met you.
I know. Probably won't get that far, but
you're gonna bring all the farm animals with you?
Yeah. Yep. Already planned that out. Like if we ever had to evacuate, I've got a covered trailer. I could put everybody in, in crates, dog crates, and tow them on out.
Nice.
The caravan.
Even the peacock?
Yep. Everybody would go.
Damien's art.
Yeah, the goats, the dogs. Yeah, it'd be a convoy.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Cool. We're gonna come on back in 30 seconds. How old's Cooper?
Cooper is 9.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Very
Why do you
cool.
ask?
Just curious. I
Yeah.
like old dogs.
Yeah, he's getting old. We gotta give him his arthritis medicine and his, he's got his allergy medicine.
Yeah, right. I feel like we're all part of that.
Poor guy. He like goes to jump on the bed sometimes and he misses the height a little bit. And he's 75 pounds. He shouldn't be missing that. Poor guy.
Yeah. A big puppy won't even jump on anything. It's funny.
Yeah.
All right, we're coming on back. There we go.
All right.
All right. Welcome back, everybody, here to News Talk 790 WNIS 635 here on this live and local broadcast. And if you're listening online, then you're listening either on our app, our 790 WNIS app, or you can go to the website and click the Listen Live button and take us anywhere in the world that you have internet access. And of course, if you're already listening online, you already know that. But, I digress. We've got Dr. Adam Hogan here with Full Implant Choice in Virginia Beach, specializing in dental implants, creating beautiful smiles, custom made for you, tooth by tooth, all right here in Hampton Roads. And Dr. Hogan, you were talking a little bit earlier about not only the fact that you've done this for more than 20 years, and it's all under one roof there in Full Implant Choice. And unlike a lot of other dentists that might just be putting the teeth in, we were talking earlier why some people go to the dentist and they say, well, you're not a candidate for dental implants. And come to find out, it might just be a skill set thing or a comfortableness with the doctor. But long story short, you also make the teeth, finish the teeth, and then install the teeth. But tell me about the process. What makes you different when it comes to making the teeth right there in-house with your lab? How does that, what have you seen that makes you different than the rest? What does that allow you to do?
I mean, frankly, I think it allows us to get better and get better faster and do better work, because I see every aspect of this procedure, of your new smile, everything. I see all of it. I see how you come in all the way to your final smile. I see all the diagnostics. I help with all the face scans and the smile design and everything, and then the surgery and the making of the teeth and maintaining them, just everything. And then we instituted a laboratory here at Full Implant Choice. I think we've started. I mean, I've been doing a lot of my own lab work for probably the better part of more than 15 years. But 2017, we opened a brand new lab here that just does same day teeth. That's it. And so, like, I'm holding here in my hands a final zirconia bridge. Okay, this is what's called an FP3. It replaces teeth that have gums too. So for people that have had bone loss and they've had gum disease, we restore your smile back to its original height to support the face and support the lips, and we're able to give you final zirconia teeth here. And this is not an easy task. A lot of offices, they don't have this capability. I'm not aware of any offices in this local mid-Atlantic region that do this locally in their own lab. And so I think it's quite unique for an office to go all the way to the final product, quote product, if you will, the final smile, all under one roof, all in the roof of Full Implant Choice. If you compare our final teeth to a lot of the other final teeth that I see come in, the other teeth are made of a denture-like material. And there are probably multiple reasons for that. One is it's cheap. So it's cheap and easy to do. Well, the second is that it's easy to do. Making zirconia teeth is very technique sensitive. It takes a lot of experience, takes a lot of training, takes a lot of time, and it's expensive compared to your denture material, where it's cheap and relatively easy to do. Very forgiving to do this kind of work for people. But also this cheap, forgiving work doesn't last as long. We see a lot of people come into Full Implant Choice who have had this done elsewhere, and they say, and they've got implants in and they've got plastic teeth in their mouth, And I will say, when is the doctor office going to do your final teeth? And they say, what do you mean? This is the final teeth. This is the final teeth. I'm like, no. That's basically our temporary teeth. That's like our 24-hour teeth. That's not, in my opinion, that's not final work. That's a temporary material. And, of course, people respond with, I thought I was done. I paid this guy X tens of thousands of dollars and I didn't get anything durable. And of course, they're here because usually they're breaking. And so they kind of know that something's wrong, because why should their teeth be breaking just 1 or 2 or 3 years later? So it's not the same everywhere. I mean, you asked what sets us apart. I think doing everything about this new procedure, about your new smile from start to finish in one office with surgeon here and the people making the teeth, everybody under one roof, going to a material that is the best in the world, in my opinion, for final smile, and very durable. In fact, so durable that we can guarantee it. And it's beautiful. It looks like real teeth. They look and shine like real teeth, final zirconia, versus that plastic you get when you're either in temporary teeth, they're in there for a day, week, month, whatever, or the plastic teeth that are the final at other places. Oftentimes you'll get these plastic teeth at offices who are advertising cheap prices, or from relatively inexperienced doctors, in my opinion. Because to make final zirconia, beautiful zirconia, it does take a lot of training and time and some considerable, notable expenses. And so it's not easy to do. And when you find something that's not easy to do, I think it's just human nature to know that the majority of people are going to avoid doing it.
Sure. No, it is a big cost. And I've seen your lab where you have the mills, where it's creating each and every one of those teeth custom made for the patient. There's no, expense spared there. But, as you've stated before on this show, that means the highest probability of a long-term success for the patient, with having comfortable teeth that last a lifetime. And again, that's full implant choice. Have the experience yourself. I have it. I have 2 Dr. Hogan teeth myself. And believe me, my friends, when I tell you, it's the most comfortable procedure you'll ever go through when it comes to a dental situation. Dr. Hogan's got you covered. The staff is very experienced, and it's all a phone call away. And you can rest easy by knowing you're in good hands. Call 757-629-4259. That's 629-4259. Or you can go online to fullimplantchoice.com. That's fullimplantchoice.com. Or if you have a question, we'd love to hear from you. 627-7979. With that, I believe we have Alan on the line in Hampton. Welcome, Alan. How are you?
Hey, sir. This is Alan in Buckler Beach. I'm enjoying the show. I got a couple just quick comments / questions, and one, sir, is a couple weeks back, my lady friend was brushing her teeth, and accidentally some of the toothpaste fell on the tile in the bathroom, sir. And then when I went down to wipe it up, probably no more than a minute later, it made a big, like, white spot on the gray tile. I'm assuming it's some kind of bleach, and I'm wondering, man, is some of them things like that bad for your teeth? Because I wiped that spot up within a minute, sir, and it left a big, like, white stain on that gray tile in the bathroom. And the other thing, sir, is...
Alan, can we address that one first? Are you sure that it's not a white tile floor and it just happens to be gray right this moment? Are you sure?
No, sir.
Okay.
Sir, and here's why. She also dropped a little smaller amount on that rug that sits in front of the bathtub when you get out, on the floor. Just a smaller one, and it had a white spot. Yeah. And I was curious because the container did say whitening press.
Yeah, Alan, it probably has a bleach in it or something to some. I don't know the exact dentifrice that she's using, but you know, you should be aware of all active ingredients in these things. I'm sure it probably does have a peroxide or some kind of bleaching agent in there. So what's your next question, Alan?
Okay, sir, my next question is that somebody told me a handful of years ago, an older person, that they didn't get their teeth, their front, I guess, 4 teeth taken out, actually, but they had them like filed down a little bit, and somehow they had this thing when they went out in public, they'd pop into the front of their mouth. That reminded me, sir, back in the day, of kids would have these things called retainers, but the thing, it fit on the roof of his mouth, and it just had better looking teeth on it. Opposed to getting the teeth completely replaced, it just kind of popped over them and made them look like, you know, more white and correct. And I'll take your comments off the air.
All right, Alan, good question. I think what you're talking about is a denture. I think you're talking about a partial denture. So there, for those that are watching on the streaming services and social media, I'm holding a denture in my hand. This is a piece of plastic that replaces all your teeth. And they oftentimes, if you're only missing, say, 1 or 2 or a few teeth, they make a partial denture. It's just like this, but it has fewer teeth on it. This is what I'm talking about. This is not the goal of humanity. If you want to feel and look like a human, you don't want to wear a denture or a partial denture. Your teeth should be in your mouth when you go to sleep. They should be in your mouth when you wake up. And you shouldn't really think of them other than just, it's time to clean my teeth. You shouldn't be thinking about your teeth because they're in a cup and you got to go find the cup and put the teeth in your mouth. That's not humanity. That's not dignity. So the partial denture or the denture is basically your cheapest and quickest option of replacement, but it is your least satisfying in life to wear. To be able to go around, to have to go around in public and live your life with a denture is restrictive. It's a handicap. It's debilitating. There are things you can't do. You don't even feel good about yourself sometimes. A lot of people will tell me that they don't go out to restaurants because they have a denture. They don't go on dates. They don't go on social functions. Why? Because they have a denture. They know that they can't eat in a restaurant. They know that if they laugh, it might fall, things like that. Or maybe it's pretty secure, but they're very self-conscious about it. And this is probably the most serious handicap of them all. It's a very serious psychological handicap because it destroys their self-confidence and their worth. So the alternative to that is what we do at Full Implant Choice, which is we place implants and then the teeth go on the implants and they don't come out of the mouth. I see people every day that give me testament of what these new smiles can do for themselves. This morning, I was in my surgery room and I saw a patient skirt down the hallway, and I was in the process of making a new smile for somebody, brand new friend. Actually, somebody I might have met 30 years ago, long story. But somebody that was a new friend of the practice, and she walked by and they were laughing with my hygienist. She was laughing with Wanda. And I kind of got their attention, and she peeked in and she just was smiling from ear to ear. We did her smile months ago, maybe a year ago. And I just asked her if it was different, and she said every day is better. Every day she feels good about herself. And I remember when we said goodbye, and I said to my surgical assistant, I said, I remember when she came in, you couldn't get her to talk. You couldn't even get a word out of her. She just sat, shy, humbled, just looked down at the floor in the corner of the room, wouldn't even talk to you. And here she is, she's laughing loudly, smiling. The smile is in her eyes, and she's having fun at the dental office. And she tells me that ever since she got this done, that every day has been different for her. Every day. Because why? She doesn't have bad teeth or dentures, because this is a very serious problem for a lot of people. And the thing that I love, and this brings me to my passion, is the thing that I love the most is not that we're putting white chiclets behind the lips, little smile teeth. It's what it does to people in their life. your friend, Alan, that has the partial denture that you talked about with the partial denture, I guarantee there are some things that that person doesn't feel comfortable doing in life. Maybe a wide range of things that they don't feel comfortable doing in life, in public especially. And with our dental implants and our same-day smiles, we can make that person feel whole again, not just physically but mentally. And that's the most beautiful part of this whole procedure and what we do at Full Implant Choice.
Yeah, really, it is a full body result in happiness when it comes to that dental situation. You've made the comment before, seeing people before and after their dental implants is akin to seeing them after dozens and dozens of hours of therapy. And if anything, in some ways, it's unrivaled because it's an instant change in the person's feeling, and not only that, the way they feel physically and about themselves, mentally. Also, the interactions they have with other people helps enrich that new them in a positive way. It really, a lot of times, all starts with your dental situation and getting those new teeth, stepping out of those dentures and into the new you and into that positivity and light in your world. Again, Full Implant Choice is who we're talking with this hour, with Dr. Adam Hogan with Full Implant Choice, locally owned, locally operated for more than 20 years, specializing in dental implants right here in Hampton Roads. And it's the place other people go across the country to come here to Hampton Roads for these dental procedures. So we're all very lucky to have it here in our own backyard. Call now. Get a free consultation if you mentioned you heard this WNIS show. Call 629-4259. That's 757-629-4259. Or go online to fullimplantchoice.com. And you can also see the videos of tonight's show, too. Dr. Hogan, you mentioned digital dentistry, and you showed some really cool models before about that you've created to mimic your patients, so you can do the surgeries before actually doing the surgeries in a pre-surgery sort of fashion. Tell me about digital dentistry. Where is it today, and how has it changed in even the last couple of years versus the last 10 or 15?
Well, I've been in digital dentistry since the beginning, but we made major leaps and bounds 10 years ago, and in the last 5 years, we're making leaps and bounds every year. Every year is different. There's something new. And we have all the latest technology at Full Implant Choice. I also have a teaching institute, as you know, the Atlantic Implant Institute. So we have the advantage of getting to test out and see a lot of equipment and get to use it first. And oftentimes we end up, procuring it and using it for the benefit of our patients. But the greatest thing about digital dentistry in the 5 minutes we have left is that we're able to craft beautiful smiles quickly, but also with precision, high precision and efficiency. So people don't even think about this, but your implants have to attach to the bone, and then the screws have to attach to the implants, and the teeth are covered by that. And there's gaps, and there's interfaces where teeth come together with implants. And with our materials, we can get those gaps to microns. And if you have low gaps and precision built machinery and instruments, it's going to last longer. It's simply going to last longer, and it's going to have fewer complications. So what you get at Full Implant Choice is not what you get at most of your other regional offices, because I know that there's pieces of equipment that we have, and I know the companies that sell them have told me that they haven't sold them to anybody else in the Mid-Atlantic. So I know for a fact that nobody that I know of is on par with the precision and technology that we have. And you'll be amazed to see it. If you're out there listening, you come to our lab, you can see all of it. But we could explain to you how everything fits and helps you get better teeth faster and longer lasting, because they're made with digital precision technology. And it's hard to explain on the radio. It's hard enough to explain to people when you're in person and you're like, look at that piece of machinery, this is what it does. And they're just like mind blown. Like space age technology is at the dental office. It's pretty cool. Yeah,
it's quite amazing. Especially, my favorite is the imaging technologies you have. from the beam scan. That's a CT beam scan that is essentially how Dr. Hogan makes those skull replicas of people with their bones and whatnot, but also the fact that you don't have to do impressions anymore. The days of goop in your mouth to make, ceramic impressions to see what your teeth look like are far over. You've got a really cool tool. It's just one of the tools in the toolbox that makes it really comfortable for the patient when it comes to that. It's pretty special stuff.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we're able to really do everything without all the old like waxy and putty materials that cause people to gag. We don't even I don't even really use stone anymore in my lab. I mean, I've got an old lab and we're not even using stone and impression material. So it's pretty seamless and easy to do. We've had a lot of gaggers. How much time do we have left, Damien?
About 2 minutes. We're running out.
We've had a lot of people who bad gagging reflexes. And I've got the experience and the know-how that I can, without touching you, literally, without even touching you before surgery, we can sedate you, you go to sleep, and we can start doing all the records while you're asleep. And, you have new teeth that day, and we never have to do any major instrumentation in your mouth at all. So it's pretty seamless. It's priceless for those people. I mean, I remember once, I had a patient, a Smithsonian curator, and he hadn't, taken care of his teeth in so many years because a toothbrush made him gag. And so for, 50 years, you can imagine what the teeth looked like. But hey, no problem. You can't even look in there. All right, just go to sleep, and then we'll figure it out, and we'll get it done. Wake up with new teeth.
Yeah, that easy. Full sedation options too. And although we're running out of time, I know that you always like to talk about the staff there at Full Implant Choice before we close.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, because I have to, because the team is the most important part of what we do. And I want to say for the team that's watching, I love you guys. You're wonderful. You make all this possible for patients. Our team, they get the staff, they get phone numbers, they become personal friends. Just empathic and caring, and I can't do it without the team. The technology is like, it's here, and the team is way, way, way up here. The team that uses it. The people are important. I mean, I know technology is important. I know AI is coming, but we are always going to have people here at Full Implant Choice to treat you.
Yeah, the special staff, special experience, and a specialty when it comes to dental implants. That's Full Implant Choice. We are out of time, but FullImplantChoice.com is where to go online, and you can always pick up the phone and tell them that you heard this WNIS show. Call 757-629-4259. 629-4259. We're out of time. Dr. Hogan, thank you so much for the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Say hi to Eric Ward. He just texted me.
Adam Hogan, DDS, is entirely responsible for its content.
Hey, it's Mike in Provenos.
All right.
All right. I'm there, boss man.
All right, buddy. Thank you for everything. I'm going to close out this live stream, and I'll text with you, chat with you later, okay?
Sounds good, boss. See you soon.
All right.
Thank you.
See ya. Bye. All right. For those of you still watching, thanks for joining. This was WNIS Ask the Expert, AM790 radio host, and we're live streaming for you on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Thanks for watching. We talked about a lot of important things today. Just some recaps. We talked about subperiosteal implants, treating people with no bone, subperiosteal zygomatic steroids, things like that. If you've been told you don't have enough bone for dental implants, we probably have you covered. Just come in for a simple consultation. The goal is to get rid of the denture or to never ever wear a denture. You don't want to wear one of these things, okay? It's like walking around on crutches the rest of your life. And you don't have to. We can get rid of that. Special thanks to our team. Thanks, Damien, and everybody have a great Tuesday night. Be safe out there. I think the hurricane's probably going to miss us. If you're going surfing, be very, very careful. All right, we'll see you guys around Hampton Roads. Take care. Have a great day.